Alright, so hello, this is my first video on this channel. I'm not actually sure how to do all this, totally new to YouTube, but the reason why I'm doing this video is I want to publish basically the journey of me doing some advanced mapping of the world of Greyhawk and talking about fantasy role-playing games. And because I'm at the beginning of creating this immense map that basically kills my computer until I got a new one. This is a brand new Mac with the M1 chip. God bless that M1 chip. It's absolutely amazing. It's like 10 times as fast as my last Mac, and it's just 1.5 years old. So like now I can finally work. So I thought before I finish this map, like I wanna give people the opportunity to see how I work on this and why I work on this. And yeah, this is the journey of this map, and later I will probably explore a lot of other things. So first of all, let me talk a little bit about why this channel is being created. I play role-playing games basically like the better part of my life, in like for 25 years I would say. I started with AD&D 2nd edition and went on for 3rd edition, then I created my own system, kind of missed all the other editions, and recently I went back to catch up of what the industry is all about. And 5th edition I'm not a big fan, I have to admit that. I think it's too simplistic, and I think there's a lot of better stuff out there. I understand that it's very popular, but what I want to do in this channel is dive a little bit deeper and share some of the techniques that I use in order to create something what I would call a combination of tabletop role-playing with a DM and an MMORPG, like MMORPG, massive multiplayer online role-playing game. I don't even know what the acronym actually means. Like, I never played these things, but I love the flair of something like World of Warcraft. So without further ado, let me just show you what I'm working on right now. This is a map based on N.B. Meyer's map, like from the basic of the flatness. I took this and I wanted to create a little bit more contrast in the map and add some stuff that wasn't there yet. So like I said, this is in the beginning. So for example, adding mountain ranges that actually look like on a real map with some sort of 3D effect, at the same time making the forest pop more, adding things like I do that in InDesign actually. Let me see if I can drag this over here. Here we go. Come on, switch. Here we go. As you can see, the labeling I'm doing on InDesign because it's just simpler to add the labels in a different program after you created the visuals in another one. So like there's several techniques that I use, and I'm actually not quite sure how to do it. Like I want to use an advanced cartography program, like where you can create topographic maps. There's amazing software out there. It's actually quite expensive. If you use the full license, it's like $700, but I think it's absolutely worth it. And I think we can make something even better. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a bigger version of like the whole world of Greyhawk basically. And to be honest, I really hate the way that Greyhawk was expanded to the west, like the lackluster map that was created and now is somehow canon. I want to break with that, and I want to explain why in several episodes about this map. And what I'm working on here right now is basically a whole world that's very fantastic and then written with magic and many things. And then I want to show how I use that map in order to project it on a globe, and I'm using this map2globe.com, which is quite amazing, and show techniques of how to make a world logical in its layout. Like here you can see there's some rudimentary things that I'm working on right now where I realized I had to expand the map, and in order to make it kind of like a logical globe where you can really I don't know, understand how continents lie next to each other and how you can travel from each continent to the other, and how the vicinity of geography creates certain tensions and great things for adventuring. That's my main criticism of right now, the expanding the flatness to the west is the continent is formed in a way that limits the way that you can situate that you can interact with the continent, and that you can interact with the geography. So I want to propose something else, and I will explain how I do this and why I do this and what kind of effects it will have. And first of all, let me show you like the scope of this whole project is this file here in my memory is like around like 200, 300 gigabytes big. Why? Because I halved the resolution of Anne's map, because otherwise no computer would be able to handle it, at least none that I could afford. But still, if you zoom into this map, you get to a certain amount of detail. And then if you zoom out, you can have the whole world, basically. So this is a huge area that I try to cover. And I'm just at the beginning of this, and I hope you enjoy this. And yeah, I will upload randomly like parts of my journey doing this map and other maps. I also do a map of Greyhawk City, and I will talk about role-playing games in general. Like I said, I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. I just hope that I can make some people understand the journey and like they benefit from it. Maybe they get some ideas. Maybe they want to communicate with me about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And I want to stay open to and I just think that sharing this creation from the start, while I'm still figuring things out, might be quite interesting, because I'm not a professional in doing this. Like I'm trying to figure things out, but I have an artistic mind, and I want to. I think we can do better things than what is out there right now. And yeah, if somebody wants to collaborate on something, if somebody wants to reach out to me, I'm more than interested in that. I'm a diehard Greyhawk fan, but I would call it Greyhawk Extreme. I don't like this mellow, vanilla, we all feel good. I'm a big fan of anime and high action movies, and I want to create a combination of really what Dark Sun was in a way, like this kick-ass, it's hard to survive high fantasy gaming, together with the amazing geography and flair of Greyhawk. But it's my own interpretation, and it's definitely not everybody's cup of tea, I would say. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if yes, give it the usual thumbs up, likes. I don't know if that matters at all. You can subscribe to my channel. I can tell you there will be new videos coming out, probably once or twice a week. I'm not sure how much time I have, but I will cover a lot of topics about role-playing games in the future. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, evening, wherever you are.